African ambassador was expelled from the United States. I saw a headline about this, but I didn't look into it. I've had time to kind of look into it, and wow, Marco Rubio said that that man is a race-baiting politician. Social Nurse here. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. Listen, Ebrahim Rasool, the ambassador to America from South Africa, was pretty much kicked out of America. Mark Rubio has said that that man is persona non grata, right? Wow. So pretty much, if I'm understanding that phrase, that man is unimportant and unwelcome to the United States, right? Now, it turns out that Ebrahim Rasool had a conversation, and the verbiage is obviously seen as unfavorable and as anti-American, according to Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, our Secretary of State. Listen, Rasool gave a webinar organized by a South African think tank, and Breitbart News reported this. You know, he talked academically, according to the references I'm reading, about our president, Donald Trump's administration, cracking down on diversity, equity programs, and immigration. This man mentioned that the racial shift concerning voting and demographics is changing, right? Meaning, you know, white America's population isn't as big as it used to be. At one point, here in America, before the 60s probably, white America's population was 92%. 92%. And that has changed, right? That has changed quite a bit. So this man talked about that in a way that got him kicked out of the United States. Now, this happened before arriving to the United States and then getting kicked out. But I'll say this. He was greeted by his people, South Africans, his family. They welcomed him back. And he was not... to me, he seemed humble. I don't know what word to use. He was humbled and humble and he was how do you say it? Not cantankerous publicly in his response to this. He actually indicated that he would like to pretty much repair South Africa's relationship with the United States, right? He pretty much left an olive branch out there extended and the door open. Now, this is different, right, than what those TikTokers, those South African TikTok individuals on different topics in the past, they don't play. They will rip and creator apart. Those South Africans do not play when it comes to going at it back and forth with other content creators. You know, they've done our people like that. Ethnically Black Americans have gotten into it with those people, and I guess we find out we really are not the same. I mean, I know that Black Americans we probably felt that because they experienced apartheid and what our people experienced over here, you know, that there's a better understanding. But no, we've got to remember we are a minority group, meaning in numbers right here in America. And at one point, there weren't as many people here. America wasn't as diverse, right? So we were being ruled under a majority number of people. Those people over there in South Africa the black people are ruled by a minority group. So their lens is different than ours. We have a different lens. They're ruled by a minority group of people that sits, you know, that will establish their own town. Has anybody heard of Orania? And what about that British man that's gone over there and want to break off a part of South Africa and create its own little nation? So they've got some different issues over there. Their lens, they see things differently than we do. So I don't know, I just thought I'd throw that in because this man was quite non-confrontational in his response to what happened to him. To me, he seemed quite sad and that his feelings was hurt. So what I'm going to have to do is go over to TikTok and find videos and click on a couple of videos which will get them rolling in my algorithm to see what the South Africans have said about this, you know, because although that man, Ebrahim Rasool, has been expelled from the United States, who knows, maybe a healing process will occur. So I'll be checking out what those South Africans are saying over there on TikTok, if they are talking about this at all. I'm a little late on this commentary. Any thoughts? I mean, this man thought he had freedom of speech to talk about America, and I guess apparently he doesn't, right? Social nerves.